What's up, everybody? John TheMorgile here, just doing a quick little rant video. This is not exactly related to Flat Earth directly, although I think it sort of is indirectly. And this isn't me being a little whiny crybaby. This is just me observing something that appears to be a trend with Flat Earth proponent channels, where our content doesn't seem to get in front of our subscribers or doesn't seem to get in front of mass audiences as videos used to do on YouTube, or at least potentially, had the potential to do so on YouTube. And so, just as one example, I did a YouTube search for Bush versus Manson, which is the title of actually one of my very first videos I ever made. It was before I started doing flat Earth stuff. And I also re-edited it, sort of did a redux edit of it, and re-uploaded it 3 months ago. Now, over the first one was 4 years ago, the second one was 3 months ago, and in total, there's about 12 or 13,000 views on both of those videos combined. Now, keep in mind, I've got just shy of 20,000 subscribers, which is nothing to brag about, but you'd think that a video that's been up for 4 years would at least be seen by my subscriber count, at least. However, when I made that first video, obviously I didn't have hardly any subscribers. When I made the second redux of it a few months ago, that it's still pretty lackluster in terms of performance. Now, here's where my sort of gripe and rant comes in. The second search result for this Bush versus Manson on YouTube yields the result of this video here, Charles Manson and George W. Bush, same person, question mark, by the channel Mr. E. And here's sort of a snapshot of it here. It's an 8-minute long video, and I got to admit, it's a pretty well done video. Nothing against Mr. E whatsoever. What I just sort of find hard to understand is the fact that Mr. E has about 14,000 subscribers, which is great, good for him. It is, about, I don't know, 6,000 subscribers less than what I have. That's not the point, though. Mr. E released this video on March the 6th, 2017, which is less than a month ago, because today's the 1st of May, and he's already gotten a whopping almost 18,000 views on that particular video. It's got 546 thumbs up and 108 thumbs down, so that's a pretty good like to unlike ratio. If you look at my original Bush versus Manson video when I originally uploaded it, it's got 106 thumbs up to 12 thumbs down, so still a pretty good like to unlike ratio. And if you look at the one that I more recently uploaded as the Redux, you'll see that it's got 185 up to 12 down in terms of thumbages. So it's not like, either one of my Bush versus Manson videos were like hated by most. They did pretty well in terms of, view counts and the number of people that liked them. But I guess the point that I'm trying to raise here is that, Mr. E is a good channel. In fact, as a matter of fact, just based on the video he did here, I'll go ahead and subscribe. I'll ring the bell, and I'll get notifications from him so that they won't unsubscribe me from his channel. So nothing against him. I'm just trying to show a point that if you happen to be a flat Earth proponent channel, your videos are not going to be viewed by as many people. And that's whether the videos have to do with flat Earth or something completely different, like George W. Bush possibly playing the role of Charles Manson at some point in the past. So with that being said, I would urge you guys to check out my video, Bush versus Manson Redux. I'll put a link in the description as well as a card, as well as the video by Mr. E. Which again, it was pretty well done, and he used a little bit different approach. But I got to tell you, the first thing that struck me in terms of Bush and Manson being very similar wasn't so much their appearance, which it is similar, but instead it is the voice. The voice is what got me. So I won't bother to play. I won't bother to play a clip of that. I would just go ahead and say watch the Bush versus Manson Redux video, because they literally sound exactly alike. And according to Mr. E's video, he used this software, some sort of an online software where you can compare images. And according to this, Manson and Bush are 93% similar, which is pretty much off the charts. He gave an example where he used two pictures of Manson and they got a 93% similarity. This one, Manson and Bush, got a 90% similarity. So, that's definitely something interesting. I think that they do look similar, but what really, really kicked me off, because I'm more of like an audio sort of person, what kicked this off for me was the fact that the two sound identical. And they have some of the same sort of mannerisms, if you will. So with that being said, I've got another video coming out pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a flat Earth related video, but I just wanted to sort of make this gripe video, this sort of rant, because I'm really sort of disheartened and tired of spending a lot of time on videos only to have them be essentially censored in a lot of cases, muted worldwide, blocked in most countries, and finally, not even presented in front of my subscriber base. So, don't take this as me being a whiny little biatch. Just take this as an observation that flat Earth channels are being treated like, secondary class citizens of YouTube. And I think that the evidence here is pretty clear. I mean, again, the same subject matter coming out less than a month ago, getting 17,000 hits within a month on a channel with 14,000 subscribers, which is very good, and props to Mr. E. Well done video and everything. But the fact that I've got a similar video with similar content that's been up for a total of 4 years, receiving a fraction of the views of that, to me is just a little bit questionable. Now you could say, well, maybe my video was crappy and his was good, and that's why, perhaps maybe my video was crappy, but it would take someone to click on it and watch it a little bit to determine whether it was crappy or not, and I would still get credit for that view. So I've already covered the fact that YouTube has actually been caught removing view counts from my videos, and in one specific example, I noticed it because a private video that I had created for one of my subscribers to thank them for a contribution went from 2 or 3 views down to 0. So that right there is perfect enough proof to show that YouTube has the ability and does subtract view counts. So, with that being said, I'm just going to end this real quick, but I just wanted to point this out. You guys go ahead and check out the Bush versus Manson videos, because it is very interesting. If Bush didn't play Manson on TV at some point in the past, they could possibly be twin brothers. I mean, it really is quite uncanny. And I bring up a couple of things that are interesting circumstantial evidences of Bush and Manson possibly being the same person, or at least Bush playing Manson on TV, or at least them being long lost cousins, or maybe long lost twin brothers. Who knows? Just as a quick reminder, you guys can now support the Morgile channel through Patreon. I'll put a link here. It's www.patreon.com/themorgile, or directly through the PayPal link, www.paypal.me/themorgile1, or direct transfer through PayPal to johnelance@gmail.com. Just so you know, the community support is really the only thing that's going to be able to allow me to keep going with YouTube videos and such, because it does take a lot of time to do videos. And just quite frankly, if money isn't coming in as a result of my efforts, then I have to spend my time, doing other things, unfortunate as that is. So big thanks to all of you guys who have supported already and continue to support. I want to quickly thank all of the few people that have already pledged to my Patreon account. That's very much appreciated. Also, everyone that has supported through PayPal for my efforts on the channel, as well as the book that is still coming along very well. Thank you guys so much for your support, and be on the lookout for another video coming out pretty quickly. It's going to be a lengthy one, but hopefully it will be worth it. Anyway, with that, you guys, God bless you all. Spread the word, spread the world, and peace. Over the first one was 4 years ago. The second one was 3 months ago, and in total, there's about 12 or 13,000 views on both of those videos combined. Now, keep in mind, I've got just shy of 20,000 subscribers, which is nothing to brag about, but you'd think that a video that's been up for 4 years would at What's up, everybody? John TheMorgile here, just doing a quick little rant video. This is not exactly related to Flat Earth directly, although I think it's had the potential to do so on YouTube. And so, just as one example, I did a YouTube search for Bush versus Manson, which is the title of actually one of my very first videos I ever made. It was before I started doing Flat Earth stuff. And I also re-edited it, sort of did a redux edit of it, and re-uploaded it 3 months ago. Now, at least be seen by my subscriber count at least. However, when I made that first video, obviously I didn't have hardly any subscribers. When I made the second redux of it a few months ago, that it's still pretty lackluster in terms of performance. Now, here's where my sort of gripe and rant comes in. The second search result for this Bush versus Manson on YouTube sort of is indirectly. And this isn't me being a little whiny crybaby. This is just me observing something that appears to be a trend with flat earth proponent channels, where our content doesn't seem to get in front of our subscribers, or doesn't seem to get in front of mass audiences as videos used to do on YouTube, or at least potentially.